Hey gals, it's Moniqua. Today we're going to talk about how to mentally prepare for your lock journey. Because trust me, it's definitely deeper than just hair. Let's get into it. Today I'm going to give you 20 tips on how to mentally prepare for your lock journey. The first tip that I'm going to give you when it comes to preparing for your lock journey, 1, know your why. Ask yourself this all the time. Why do you want locks? Do you want it for style? Do you want it for culture? Do you want it for freedom? Do you want it for growth? Always ask yourself, why do you want locks? This will help ground you when the doubts come up, and trust me, there will be doubts on your lock journey. The second tip that I'm going to give you is do your research. Learn about the phases. Learn about the types of lock there is. Embrace the starter stage. It's temporary, but it's necessary. The more you know about your lock, the less you'll second guess. So it's important to do your research as much as you can. The third tip that I'm going to give you if you're mentally preparing for your lock journey is accept the awkward phases. Every lock head, every lock king, every lock queen goes through. Embrace the starter stage. And I just want you to know the starter lock stage is temporary, but it's necessary. So embrace it, because there are going to be days when you actually miss out on your starter stage. You actually miss your starter stage. I know I did. The fourth tip that I'm going to give you have to let go of instant gratification on your lock journey. Locks is a journey, and most people don't understand why we call it a journey until you get on the journey. But I'm going to give you a little bit of brief. It's not a quick transformation. It's actually something that actually takes time to grow, and it grows through a lot of phases. So patience will definitely be your best friend when it comes to your lock journey. The fifth tip that I'm going to give you for mentally preparing for your lock journey, you have to silence the critics. This means people make comments. You have to be mentally ready to accept those comments. It's necessary to ignore the opinions of others that doesn't align with your purpose. This goes back into our tip that we talked about early. You have to know your why. So just be careful. There are going to be opinions, but it's your hair at the end of the day. Silence those critics. Our sixth tip on mentally preparing for your lock journey is be ready to unlearn certain beauty standards. This means you may have to challenge what society taught you about neat and natural hair. When you get locks, your hair is already in a style. Yes, we may do little styles here and there, but your locks are naturally a style. So it's important to be able to embrace your hair without it being in a style or dolled up. Some people don't prefer it as neat, and some people don't prefer it as presentable. This is why you have to unlearn some beauty standards. Your hair does not have to be styled all the time to be in locks. Your hair is already in a lock, so you have to love your locks in a style and without a style. Our seventh tip on mentally preparing for your locks: get comfortable with Frizz. Frizz is a part of your lock process. Shift your mindset to control the flow, okay? That is something that I had to do when I first started my lock journey. I had to shift my mindset into thinking, okay, it's gonna happen overnight, and just let it do what it needed to do. I had to shift that mindset and thinking, okay, my locks is gonna look like this at a certain time period. It's gonna do what it needs to do. So let go of that control and just let your locks frizz up and let it embrace locking. Our eighth tip in mentally preparing for your locks is celebrate small progress. From your first bud to your first retwist to your first wash to your first style, celebrate each progress that you go through, your lengths, how long your locks get, how it's looking. Celebrate it, because there are gonna be days when you actually miss out on those times. Honor each milestone in your lock journey, because it's yours and you're growing it at the end of the day. Our ninth tip when it comes to mentally preparing for your locks is remember, it's your journey. No two lock journeys are the same. Everybody goes through different things at different times. Everybody experiences different things at different times. Everybody's hair is different at different times. So stay in your lane and avoid comparison as much as you can. Our 10th tip on mentally preparing for your locks journey: detox from hair envy. This means social media can definitely be tricky when it comes to just starting your lock. So it's good to admire without comparing. Our next tip when it comes to mentally preparing for your locks is build a support system. The lock community is very big. It's very vast. You have a lot of supporters. You have a lot of channels similar to mine that can help you Build a support system. If you need any questions, answers, drop comments below. Follow people who may have a similar hair texture to you, or even follow people who have locks or had locks. They can give you their experience. But connect with others on the same lock journey as you, and also on the same stage as you. Like when I first started my locks, it was very important for me to follow people who were just starting their locks as well, so I can see their comparisons, what they're going through, and just learn from their journey. And I also follow people who were like a few years up, so I can get tips and learn from what they were going through, so I can know what to avoid. But it's good when it comes to encouragement, and it's good when it comes to tips. Our next step when it comes to our lock journey is you must document your progress. This means take photos, take videos. Journaling helps you as well if you're somebody that doesn't like photos or videos, but just appreciate how far you've come. Our next tip when it comes to your lock journey is realistic expectations. Some days your hair may not act right, and that is okay. Everybody who have lock goes through it. Do not expect perfection on the first go round. This is why it's so important to have realistic expectations on your locks. Our next tip when it comes to mentally preparing for your locks is embrace simplicity. Locks definitely teach you that less is more, and this is with products, this is with what you wear, this is with how you style your hair, this is with your overall appearance. Locks definitely teaches you that less is more. It's less manipulation, less stress, like it's less cost, like it's so much things that locks can teach you. Our next step when it comes to your lock journey is be patient with yourself. If you feel insecure or you feel unsure, that's normal. Give yourself grace when you're on your lock journey. Our next tip when it comes to mentally preparing for your lock journey is expect inner growth. Many people says that locks shifts their perspective, their mindset, their confidence. It definitely does. I don't know what it is about your lock journey, but it's just something that happens to you inside that I cannot explain, and it's something that you have to go through that shifts within you. So I just want you to know that sometimes your journey can be more than hair, but you just got to be open to it. The next most important tip that I'm going to give you is you have to tune out the pressures of retwisting too soon. Trust me, it does more damage than good, and you will have people who telling you you need to retwist your hair when nothing is wrong with your hair. You do not need fresh parts 24/7. Rock your roots. The next tip that I'm going to give you when it comes to your lock journey is practice self-love daily. Look in the mirror, affirm your beauty, even on the rough days. This is you giving yourself that confidence. Our next tip that I'm going to give you is protect your energy. Not everybody is going to understand your choice to get locks. I know plenty of people didn't understand mine, but it was something that I wanted. It's your choice, and it's definitely fine. And our last tip for mentally preparing yourself for your lock journey is trust the process. Some things cannot be rushed. Your locks will teach you that over and over and over again. Alright y'all, so that is it for today's lock video. I hope these tips help you so much to even start your lock journey, or if you're just starting, I hope it gave you some reassurance. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know which tip was most helpful to you. Let me know when you're starting your lock journey. Let me know if you already started your lock journey. Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, you can also check out my lock playlist where I can help you with more tips and more tutorials on your. Be sure to stay confident, stay in the process, and just trust your journey.